If you come over here, this is the Egyptian world. And we have a lot of Egyptians because we've done Aida and a few other things. This is actually from Caesar and Cleopatra. And that's a cape. And a man or woman can wear that. It's really, really elaborate. About 13 people worked on this thing. This is all beaded up in here, all by hand. This is all done with quilting, hand painting, all hand applique and stuff on this. This was done a while ago, so it's been through a few shows, and it's still pretty spectacular. This is one of the high-end pieces. And you put this, if you want to do like a pharaoh, we have the blue crown of Egypt. You put that with cuffs, a little wrap skirt underneath it. It's really a beautiful piece. Or if you want to do it for a woman, you could put a gown underneath this or something with a Nefertiti headpiece, and that works really well. And since we did Aida, we built tons of stuff for the show. This is actually Radamus's wedding outfit. And in the bag there's cuffs, there's a headpiece in there. You have the collar that's attached to this overcape, which is really, really long. And this is all gold lame. And we actually hand pleated this because it wasn't pleated, so we fortuning it. We had to get it wet and crimp it up, and we baked it in the dryers. We had to go around the dryer so it would set. And then there's a wrap skirt here that he wears, and this is a sporran that hangs down in front and does that. So that's the wedding outfit. And we had several of this type of thing for the show. This was a piece we did for Zoser, who was the bad guy in the black, and then they had a headpiece that was a square one that matched this with this particular cartouche on it. And there's wrist cuffs in here, and there's sashes, double sash that goes in there. But he was the bad guy, so we put him in black. And then if you want to go kind of sexy stuff for Egyptian, we have basically these wrap skirts are called sertis, and you can wear this with a collar and sandals and bare-chested. That's what that looks like. There are several versions of this, like this is a set. So you see this is a little more of a sheer skirt here with the sporran hanging down. And then you've got this collar, the pectoral collar, with the big scarab. And then it has its own set of cuffs that go with it too. And you put this with a nemes with the headpiece, the classic Egyptian headpiece. And then for the women's stuff, we have quite a bit of things as well. As I said, we did Aida, and this was Amneris. This was her wedding outfit to go with his. And there's a bra top with a collar, skirt, cape, and that's a belt that goes around the waist in the bag there. And then she has wrist cuffs. So there's a lot of pieces that go into making some of the stuff, especially the Egyptians. There's a lot of detail in this. And this is one of the simpler collars and things that we did. And I'll show you an example of a very, very elaborate collar, which is that one. That's all done by hand. Everything on here is laid down. All the beading is done by hand. All this is done by hand. This was done by machine here, but everything else, all the ankhs, all the scarabs, all this stuff was all laid down by hand. Very labor intensive, but really pretty. And really solid too. Okay. This is also another Amneris. And this was the banquet dress we did for her. I found this set online. It's a bra top, a collar, and a belt. Beautiful piece. So I bought this. We built this skirt. This is the cape that went with this. And then we usually use a great big peacock headdress for this. And it's a really stunning piece and made a really beautiful splash on stage. And this is the elaborate stuff. Now you can go simple if you want to too. We also have like handmaidens and things like that. I mean, this is a real simple woman's dress. It's just basically this, and you put a collar on this and a headpiece, and that's all this is. It's very simple, but that's traditional Egyptian. You know, we wanted something a little bit of punch, sort of basic, and not too elaborate, and that would have been the simple design of the day. So you can go from really elaborate to really simple.